Yo, what up, YouTube? Got the new hat and neons, by the way. This is gonna be the last thought process for the beginning of the season. Because it was on Storm Point. Now we're already into World's Edge. So hopefully you guys still vibe with this. I'm still going to give tips on pretty much just map knowledge in general, not just for one map, just for all the maps. What you should be doing, how you should be third partying stuff like that, landing, all that fun stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this is gonna be the last one for Storm Point. So hopefully you guys enjoy. All right, as y'all can see, it's going to be a short game. It's 15 minutes. Y'all can see that. I don't know if y'all can. I'm a bot.
I still remember.
But again, this was kind of a quick Masters game. It was really fun.
Box, bro. They looted so fast.
And
my bot ass.
You're gonna see this name a lot, guys. Coming up this next, of course, this when I start uploading this current rank split, which is gonna be World's Edge. You're gonna be seeing a lot of Denka, because he's one of the people I'm gonna be mainly grinding with this season, along with other people, of course. But you will see his name a good bit. Let's talk about real quick. Again, this is the old map. We won't have to play rank for this map till like next season.
He loves my fire ice.
But this is a good tip to keep in mind. Is whenever you're going places kind of like this, like kind of like mills, where it's really hot, look for places next to it, such as like the little town next to it. We can loot up. There's plenty of buildings, plenty of bends to loot, and we can easily third party at a safe angle too, because we can see who all is coming in, and we can just catch them off guard. So like this is like a good thing to keep in mind is if you like land in hot spots and it's not working, a good thing to always do is land right next to that hot spot. Make sure, of course, there's enough loot for you and your team, and just third party as soon as you possibly can, and just get in there, and you're going to get KP. Now you just gotta be smart about it as well. So that's like a little tip on that. As you can see, we're actually looking pretty solid. I have a car, which I don't really like the car. But I got a Mastiff and a purple shield. Dank got a blue, and we're currently feeling crispy at this point. I can't get enough of this hat. I like it. Y'all like it? I like it. Can't help it. And if it looks like I'm sitting higher up, it's because I got a pillow in my chair. Because this chair is, it's hit its limit with my booty sitting on it. So eventually I got to get a new one, but until then I'm gonna keep a pillow on it. So it looks like I'm a little booster seat right now.
Oh, it was sweet.
I don't know if you can hear the in-game comms. The game before this, I was able to kill Sweet. And then he got spawned back and they killed me. So it was a very short-lived moment of I did it.
He was the one that got res.
All right, but again, this is what I'm talking about with like when you third party and stuff like that. You gotta hit it from like a smart angle and a safe angle as well. And the safest angles are normally the high ground. So again, just grab that high ground.
Yo, I appreciate the follows, Chiefs. One's grappling up top. I'm just grabbing height from these kids.
Bro, drop on that side, I'm burning one,
Again, I have a lot of nades, so I'm just vibing with it.
I'm bubbling up top. If you want to back up, you can.
Huge bubble right there. I knew that that's one of those situations where you guys ask like when to third on teammate, like, and that's a perfect example. He literally had no health. I was full health. I wasn't being bothered at all. I just didn't want him to go down. And down the road I will talk about my favorite legends to play with, and Arcane's a legend I do not want going down on my team at all. So I'll 100% waste that bubble all day to make sure he stays up.
Thanks for the reds. Oh my god. What in God's name is this fucking character?
That was actually like, it was a huge thermite, honestly. And I made sure to throw the frag grenade on the other side because I knew that thermite wasn't going to fully hold, so I made sure to protect my other side. That face hair was huge, by the way. If you're an Ashe and you do that, honestly, it's kind of smart because I'm pretty sure you can keep taking it over and over again for that little bit of time. And you actually stay in there for a little bit. But yeah, it was a little funny Ash portal. But yeah, that bubble, I threw the thermite grenade down. As soon as I threw bubble down, I realized like with that box, I had to throw a frag on the other side as well to make sure they couldn't push either side.
For that path
And as you saw, they pushed right through the thermite and they started ticking. I was able to hit for 88, and she kept being in the thermite. So it was like huge positioning as well.
Key. I'm not trying to like promote my
So
YouTube, but I've been doing a new YouTube series that a lot of people have been coming over from YouTube side and follow me and shit. Um, I do a lot of tips over there on YouTube.
I'm over here just shouting out to YouTube.
Just general tips of like
Stop.
how to use the bubble,
Imagine.
like, your placement.
But yeah,
on the
again,
bubble.
it's always smart. Like if you guys have nades, use it for like the opposite end of the bubble that you're playing on. It makes it's huge.
Bro, I love
Like I was
nades,
able to
man.
force
That's
her in and out
I
at the
just-
same
it just shows
time.
how
Like
much
she didn't know what she wanted to do when she got hit by a thermite, and she got hit for 88. So I was able to play that really well.
My man got good.
But I'm a person that really doesn't like to hold nades that much. It's just if I have extra inventory space, I will. Until nades are pretty much the first thing I take out of my inventory. White bag to purple bag. I'll make sure that I have a lot of ammo and a lot
No,
of
I
heals
appreciate it,
before I
coach.
have any
I promise
nades.
they should help. I have like a lot of different.
Now if I have like a bunch of syringes or something, I'm gonna drop those for nades, of course. But normally I'll be carrying 6 bats. Not use any of them, die with them.
Where y'all think? Oh, someone just died right there. And someone died barometer.
That's so weird. That's such a weird. I'm still getting used.
And
to
that's
the
still to me is a weird passive to have.
So weird.
Ash can just see all the death boxes pop up randomly.
Is that what it was?
Spiders.
Is that what it was?
And I called out there they're fighting spiders, and they were indeed not fighting spiders. This is going to be a huge third party coming up. And this is a game where a lot of people died early,
But I got one.
but we kind of capitalized on the rest of the kills, to be
I
honest.
feel like
This goes south. I'm hiding. I'm riding. Certified right.
So again, we had a solid third party. Sadly, I only had 1 KP out of all that we did. Unfortunate,
Call of Duty did.
but
I think Call of Duty Ghost. That's how
again, I'm not worried about KP because I know that late game, that's where you get most of your KP. So for everyone that kind of struggles getting kills and stuff like that, just rotate early. Make sure you have like the good positioning for late game, and just try to slay out everyone that tries to come through
forever right here.
and rotate.
If these kids stop focusing on us, that'd be cute. Right here on me. That was just a third. I did knock one though. I got the third. There's my knock.
Here, come to me. We can add
So what that alt pretty much was to make sure they couldn't even push any further down. They're kind of just trapped because they're running away from the team up top. So it's either if they're gonna come down to us, and if they do, they're gonna die. And if they definitely don't want to go up top. So I know they're just gonna die to my alt, because when you run like that, you're just trying to get out.
100 on 2. Both cracked, bot hand is 2. Yeah. You're good.
That was a good call out. He said they were weak, so me and Danko pushed. I tried to get the shield swap, res, and now let's play the bubble and stay alive as long as possible until my teammate can get there and help me. Thankfully, they were all really weak. So right there, pretty much what happened
Oh god. Actually,
was our boy Sheesh playing Ash. He teleported up top, and now he's flanking. So mine and Danka's job is to not do anything until he makes a play
I'm scared.
and cause out damage, or he finally gets a position where we can push and we can be the main focus and he can capitalize still. But he hit someone for 104. We pushed up. Dinka went down. I immediately bubbled because I was low as well. I was trying to help save him, but I didn't throw a bubble in time. I heard we got the shield swap, even though I'm slow at getting shield swaps. And again, I was trying to play the bubbles long enough until my teammate got there. And it doesn't matter if it's one person, 3 people. You have to stay alive as long as your bubble's up. There's no excuse for it. I mean, there can be, of course, when there's 3 people shooting at you at multiple angles. But if you train enough or like practice enough playing pubs, soloing trios, soloing duos, whatever it is, try to stay alive long enough in the bubble as possible. Like try to still do damage the entire time. Try to slide to the opposite side. Just like nice little slide jump across to the other side and just keep moving around the bubble like that. And you just want to try to stay alive as long as possible, and just know who to focus as well.
Solo to masters once.
So that's pretty much what I did there. And I feel like it's one of the easiest things to learn. even though it can be difficult to stay alive against 3 people shooting at you. I feel like it's one of the easier things to learn because you're always gonna have people all around you in your bubble if you're
I feel like
going
they
into
should
them.
push us more than what they do.
So it's good to kind of get that practice down of trying to stay alive
Do
as
that
long as you
now, of
possibly
course,
can.
but I just
Sometimes you can't get that
I don't want
opportunity
that.
to shoot, which is okay.
My man
You just
Ash
gotta
Portal's
just make sure that your
behind him for
teammates are
free
close
two
enough, or it's
arc
gonna be kind
stars,
of
and I
like a
didn't give a
waste.
shit about him. Like,
Nah, they didn't
why?
waste
And
it.
right there, my teammate would have got their raise. The bubble went away, and those guys would have been really weak,
No, the
and
fucking
they would
yeah,
have been
they're weak, bro.
exposed
They're
because
weak.
there's no more
I
bubble.
started shooting the one kid, and he was just low as shit. They were all low. I don't know what you did to him.
Two of them
So
flash, and then I rolled up and I cracked the lifeline with a little bit of flash. So all of
now
them
I'm sitting on 6 KP. I got 5 kills
I
back
was
there,
literally
which
just
is
trying to
absolutely
survive 2
huge.
attacks. I thought it
I was
gonna
able
die,
to,
and I
to
thought it
pick
was gonna
2
be
people
me.
off trying to run
So
away
I
from the
went the bubble
team,
away.
and then I got all 3 of the kills on the guys that tried to push me in the bubble.
I
Which
always
again,
tell
they were
people
really
that
weak for my
just,
teammates,
if they're
which is
busy, they gotta
huge. I wouldn't
stay
be able to do
alive
that
as long as
because
the
of
bubble's
that,
up. Then they can
because I
attack
missed like
after.
3 shots on the Ash. But again, trying to stay alive in the bubble is huge.
You just gotta stay out the entire time and you chilling.
I'm even saying that now in the game. I don't know if y'all can hear the in-game comms, but as long as you stay alive, you should be fine. I think it's like 12 seconds. I don't know how long it is. I think it's 12 seconds you have to stay alive for. I think that's how long the bubble lasts. I don't know. They changed it so much since I've been playing Gibby. It's hard for me to even keep track and know that knowledge. It was because I'm a bot lord.
I thought these strings on this.
This was a master slash pro lobby.
By the way, they were.
I think there was 2 lobbies running at this time. In this lobby, the boy Sheesh killed Nick Merckx and his team. He wasn't streaming at this time though. He was just offline grinding. But pretty sure Nick Merckx is pred at this point. I think he was pred at this point. Yeah, he was. Yeah. Because he was high pred. He was like top 100. Crazy.
That was fun though.
Man's a lord.
That was a little party.
But these lobbies can be difficult, especially if you get in the wrong queue. Because the other queue we had to deal with NRG Sweet, Knocked, and Skittle Cakes. So it was flopping back and forth between pick your poison. That's how it is in the new season as well. So I can't wait to do videos on that.
That shit.
And at this time, when you guys see this video, I'm currently grinding through Diamond. I'm trying to grind through Diamond to be one of the first few to Preds, top 750. Masters pretty much hit Pred. So as soon as you hit Masters, you're technically
It's how
Pred.
you use it, bro. It's how you use it. Right?
So that's what I'm focusing on.
I think.
Oh, big dick,
Jumping
big dick.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate for him. Easy KP.
I'm with you.
And there's the bubble. Easy. Now we're protected. Now they really can't push us.
114.
And I was kind of debating about using it because I didn't think I needed to. And
The other guy
I saw him
the other
peek,
guy-
so I just had to go and throw it.
No, done.
Is it? Oh, I thought it was an old team. The way they
So
met
we
up like
axed
that,
third
I
party at
thought
the
it was
right
pretty
time.
good, man.
One of them jumped off that were fighting. We got the last kill on that. Came up top.
We just kind of.
Both my teammates cleaned up the guy that was holding that zip
All I
line.
did was literally throw a bubble.
And
don't
I
think
was
shot
debating
one.
about throwing bubble or not. I didn't think I needed it, and I went ahead and decided to throw it anyway because I saw the guy had high ground and we're kind of just exposed. So I went ahead and threw it. And that's one of those things you have to try to figure out is if you should throw bubble or not. I feel like it's a lot. That's what we all kind of struggle with is if you should throw bubble and waste it or save it for like the next, if you need it like the next like 5 seconds or not, next 10 seconds, whatever it is. Because you know it doesn't start.
No, we're not.
You don't start getting it back until after the timer goes away. So you have like a solid 40 seconds without bubble, around that time at least. So it can be crucial if you throw it down at the wrong time.
Getting silly.
Right here, it's 3 squads left, and of course we've been kind of slaying out the lobby. Even though we only have 800 damage, we've been capitalized on every single fight that we've taken. And she's just feeling it right now. Honestly, he just wants to take this fight.
If you want to slide jump over here, you'll literally bait them out the door if you want. Just stay safe. Just make sure you get down here fast.
Kind of just slamming.
There's a pad for you. Open the fucking door, you little pussy.
Yeah, come on, fat ass. Get your goddamn arm shut.
And now all we're going right now is just being annoying.
Flash.
100 on one. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see if I can get it.
Right Right here, he hit him for 100 with that nade. So he's just going to capitalize, and he gets the knock, and that's his RQ to get in there.
C flag.
What the?
Hit it
I
at
went
a
straight
hit it
up
at
with
a
that
very
one. That was
unfortunate
actually
angle.
huge.
Jumped right down on it, put me right back up. Right there, I just threw a secondary bubble. You know, just a little bit goes on top of the roof. Not the roof, but the second floor. So you have that little bit right there that you see. Just so they're safe, they can duck down it if they need to. And this team tries a
He's
third
low,
party.
shooting
And
the window.
again, I threw alt down immediately because I know they're trying to come third us. I don't know what the Bloodhound was doing. Unfortunate. And then they're all just trying to get inside. And I don't know what this team did, honestly. I don't even know how to go over what happened with this
Oh, that
team.
was it. GG.
Um,
That was crazy.
Honestly, that was really hard for me to kind of... meant to rewind it for y'all. So again, with this, is just simply as provided my teammates cover, came up and helped them out a little bit. And then this next team that comes, alright, all I'm doing is literally throwing alt to force them to get away from us so we can fully heal. As you can see, she sees a heal. And if they do come in, they're going to be stunned and they're going to be weak. But that didn't happen. They absolutely got
He's low, shooting the
obliterated.
window.
Again, I don't know how to explain what this team was thinking at the time. I think they were just confused. I really don't know. But we came in and capitalized, though. That's a fact.
Oh, that was
R.I.P. them.
GG's. That was crazy. We go crazy out here.
Let's go. We go crazy.
Again, I'm sorry for that. That was
Last
just like
team, bro.
when it happened at the time. I was just so confused on like what that fight even was when they third it. I didn't even know it was the last team. But again, that's a good example of using your alt to stop third parties, and I did, and it completely just threw them off their game. I don't know how else to explain it. My team popped off though, as y'all can see. 9 kills, 6 kills, 6 kills. We didn't get that much damage, but again, that's fine. We capitalized on all the kills. Whenever we got to like third party, we capitalized on getting KP. And yeah, that was a max kill game right there. So appreciate you guys for watching. My love. Again, sorry for that last team. I don't know what they were doing, honestly. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Again, you know, I'm gonna try to keep these intros and outros a little shorter. I go a little too much. I'm gonna try to keep it under the 30-second marker. Maybe not. But again, hopefully that was very informational. This is gonna be the last one of the beginning of the season, of course, because now it's a new split. And right there at the very end, I was so stumped on how to explain what happened. All I know what I did right was throw my alt to stop the third party, and it did. I just don't know what that team did afterwards because there's really no strategy to it except for me just wrapping around the building and just shooting like I'm in Call of Duty or something. But again, that alt kind of did stop them from fully pushing us, and it kind of did, you know, it did a lot of damage at least. So again, appreciate you guys for watching. I'm glad you guys enjoy the thought process videos. The new split for World's Edge, I'll start posting these thought process here soon. Again, these games have been really hard for the new split. A lot of people are really enjoying the map, and on top of the people enjoying the map, it's just they're all the top preds, top masters trying to get back into preds. So it's been a struggle trying to get to these lobbies. But you know, I'll be doing it this week. I'll be streaming on YouTube. Every other day, probably. I'll be YouTube, Twitch. I'll probably be doing it every other day for a while until I find out exactly what my schedule is going to be. But until then, I'm gonna share the love. So again, like I said, this outro is going to be 30 seconds, and here we are at a minute 30 seconds. I didn't lie about it. Much love, much appreciate. See you guys in the next video. Peace.